Hi, my name is Trixie, and today I want to talk about my visit with the ENT. I did that yesterday, and I brought my daughter with me, and I think it gave me courage. I was able to talk to the doctor, ask my questions. I had her there to ask questions if I needed her to ask them if I couldn't. But for some reason, with her there, I just had the confidence to do it. And so I went there to get the results of the video strobe that I did a couple of weeks back. And he asked me how the test went, and I told him it was really hard. And he said it was hard. And I said, yeah. And then he told me that my right vocal cord is not closing. It's not working the way it should. It's weaker. And so because it's not equal and not doing what it's supposed to do, I'm getting the hoarseness, but it's also tilting my larynx. And so that's an answer. So I was seeking answers, and I'm finally getting them. I will have to say that the ENT was a lot more animated this time. I don't know if it was because my daughter was in the room, or he did mention that he will be retiring next month. So maybe he's just being more animated because he's not going to see me anymore. He said that I need to get another video strobe done, and he was going back and forth between 6 months and a year. And I told him that I would do it whenever he recommended, and he finally settled on a year, but he said come back and get it done sooner if your voice starts getting worse. And I got a feeling he thinks it will. And it just was the vibe in the room. He kept going back and forth between the 6 months and the year. And then he just kept saying that that with the vocal cord not working the way it is, that it's going to cause voice problems. So I'm looking down at my notes. He said there was a procedure that they could do, but he didn't recommend it for right now. But it may come at a later time. But it's like injecting something into your lips, like to beef up your lips. They could do that in my vocal cord, and it would beef it up enough to maybe close the gap. And but it's not recommended right now, so that's not going to happen. I just have to. He wants me to keep going to voice therapy, but he almost didn't sound like that was going to be a permanent fix either. It was going to work for right now, but it sounded like he thought that it wasn't going to be a total fix for what's going on. So I'll keep going to Julie, I'll keep going to my voice therapy, I'll keep doing my homework. But as you can hear today, I'm having a lot of trouble with my voice, and I don't know how I don't know how I'm going to deal with worse if it gets worse. I don't know what they'll do, but I don't have those answers yet. He did say that I should come back for the video strobe in a year, 6 months if it gets worse, and or even sooner if it gets worse before the 6 months, to get another ultrasound of my thyroid in a year. And we did talk about the TIRADS, and we did talk about that it's a family history. My mom and her mother both died of throat cancer, and he said, yeah, throat cancer is not the same as thyroid cancer. And I said, yeah, I know, but it's still in the family, and it's still a concern to me, and that's why we're here. He did ask if I had had any operations, and I had told him this before, but obviously it wasn't in the notes for yesterday. And I told him that I had a mediastinal mass that was taken out of my chest. And he said, yeah, that's probably when that happened with the vocal cord. And he said those kind of surgeries can do damage to the vocal cords. And I'm like, oh. And he said, unfortunately, that happens. And he says, but you know, you said it wasn't cancer, and you said that, you know, they did get the mass out, so you know, we've got the lesser of two evils. But I don't believe that. So yeah, that's where I'm at right now. I have been dealing with this overnight. My husband was sick for 2 days. He went to work today, so I was able to get this video done. But with my husband home for 2 days sick, I was doing things that I don't normally do. I'm not used to him being home on a weekday. He's used to being at work himself, and it was kind of a different deal. So anyway, I think that's it for today. So tell your story for his glory, and I'll see you next time.